Coast.
Alright, it is 6:38 a.m., August 17th, 2020. It is my first day of school, and I'm not actually going to school. I'm doing it online, but I still have to be up at, like, regular school hours, because everyone else is going to school. Like, half the people are, half the people aren't. But this is good for me, because I can still get you guys your MLB daily recaps that I promised you every single day. I can still do that. They will be uploaded really early this time, because I need to get them done before 7 when school starts. Or I can do them after school at like 2:30. I'd rather do it earlier, because then you guys can you would have all day to watch it. That's just me. But I hope you guys let me know in the comments. I'll put up a poll and you guys can let me know. But the first game we have from yesterday was a game that was resumed from the previous day, August 16th, and it was Blue Jays and Rays. And this game went to the Rays in 9 innings. It was back and forth. It was tied 2-2 after the 5th inning, and it stayed that way all the way to the 9th until Brandon Lau hit this go-ahead home run to take the lead 3-2. And it was a lead that the Rays would hold on for the rest of the game. They're playing very well right now. They're 13-9. They're making an assault on the Yankees for the divisional lead. The Indians put up 8 runs. They beat the Tigers 8-5. They used a nice little late inning rally in the 6th off a Sandy Leon homer, Jose Ramirez ground out, and a Francisco Lindor double. Franmil Reyes tacked on a home run in the 7th as some insurance. We've been starting to see the Tigers of last year. I think they've lost 4 straight now. They're not looking great now. They're 9-10. They've dropped below 500 for the first time this year. The Nationals defeat the Orioles 6-5. They used a 3-run first inning and did not look back, except that they did look back because Pedro Severino and Anthony Santander both hit home runs in the 6th and 7th respectively to tie it. But then in the 8th inning, Juan Soto ends up crossing the plate on a Rio Ruiz error. So a crucial error there by the Orioles. That play really should have been made, and it's not. And the Nationals win that game off of that error by Rio Ruiz, 6-5. They get the dub off that. So Orioles drop to 12-9. The Phillies defeat the Mets 6-2. What do we got here? They used a big 6th inning as Alec Boehm had an RBI double and Andrew McCutchen went deep. And then in the 7th inning, JT Realmuto got an infield single, and Didi Gregorius had an RBI single. And they used a great pitching performance from former Met Zach Wheeler, pitching 7 innings, only giving up 2 earned runs. So fantastic stuff there from the Phillies. They're now 8-9. The Braves shut out the Marlins 4-0, and I want to see the Marlins like make the playoffs, but I don't think it's gonna happen anymore. They're starting to look like the Marlins of old. Darren O'Day actually gets credit for the win because the Braves did not score till the 6th, but Robbie Erlin pitched 4 shutout innings. O'Day pitched a shutout inning. AJ Minter pitched 1. Shane Green pitched 2, and Tom Mrazek pitched the last inning. Their runs came off a Nick Markakis single, a Nick Markakis double, and a Marcelo Ozuna walk with the bases loaded. So fantastic stuff from the Braves pitching staff. They are 13-10. The White Sox improved back to 500, and the Cardinals fall to 500 as the White Sox win 7-2 over the Cardinals. Eloy Jimenez had an RBI single in the first. 4 White Sox went deep, and they all did it. They went back to back to back to back. It was Yoan Moncada, Yasmani Grandal, Jose Abreu, and Eloy Jimenez all went deep 4 times in a row, absolutely shelling the Cardinals pitching staff, and they get the win in that one 7-2. That's your play of the day, by the way. 4 straight home runs. That's amazing. The Astros win another pitchers duel against the Mariners 3-2. They used This game was tied after the fourth inning after a Maldonado single tied the game up. It was turned over to the bullpens, and the bullpens were both pitching very well. Dan Altavilla pitched well out of the pen, but it all comes to a head in the bottom of that ninth inning, and Kyle Tucker with a high drive into right field. He finds this short porch out in right field, and the Astros walk off on the Seattle Mariners. They improved to 11-10. The Mariners were 7-16. So the Twins defeat the Royals 4-2. Randy Dobnak, he has been one of the MLB's best pitchers. I think he's leading in ERA. He might not be anymore. Pitched 5 1/3, gave up 2 runs off a Hunter Dozier homer and Alex Gordon homer. But a Jorge Polanco RBI ground out and then a 2-run Max Kepler homer. They took the lead, and then Polanco had a sacrifice fly also to score another run. They win 4-2. The Twins are now 14-8. The Brewers defeat the Cubs 6-5. Yet again for the second day in a row. This one kind of hurt. Cubs jumped out to a 3-0 lead, and then Keston Hiura hit a 3-run homer in the third to tie it. Orlando Arcia hit a 2-run homer in the fifth to take the lead. They tied it up on a Jason Kipnis 2 RBI single, but Ryan Braun in the seventh with an RBI single of his own, and then Josh Hader shut it down out of the back end of the bullpen, and the Cubs lose 6-5. They are 13-6. The Brewers are 10-10. Next, we have the Rockies hanging 10 runs on the Rangers, absolutely dismantling the pitching staff. They win 10-6. It was 10-3 going into the last inning, and then the Rangers scored some few insurance runners. Ryan McMahon hit a 3-run homer. Charlie Blackmon had a 2 RBI single. Ryan Maltapia had an RBI single. Charlie Blackmon had a double. He had like 4 RBIs that game. This dude's on an absolute tear. You're not stopping this guy. He is curly. The Rays played an 8-inning game against the Blue Jays again. So later in the day, between Blue Jays and Rays, they played an 8-inning game. And this one was a come-from-behind win for the Rays. The Blue Jays were hitting really well. Anthony Alford and Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Randall Grichuk all went deep. It was 5-3 in the fourth. Austin Meadows hit a sac fly to make it 5-4. Yandy Diaz hit a single in the seventh to tie it up. And then Willie Adames homered in the eighth to make it 7-5. I don't know why they made it an 8-inning game. I think it's because they had to play like 7 I have no idea, but they played an 8-inning game. Why not? I mean, second or an 81. The A's completely pummel the Giants pitching staff. They win 15-3 off the strength of a 9-run fifth inning. Chad Pinder hit a 2-run homer. Mark Canha hit a 2-run triple. Steven Piscotty hit a 3-run homer. Marcus Semien hit a 2-run homer, and Steven Piscotty hit a 2-run double. That broke the game open from 4-2 to 13-2, and the A's just cruise to a win in that one. They have now won. They are 12-2, I think, in the month of August. The Diamondbacks win a competitive 5-4 game against the Padres, and I said, watch out for the Diamondbacks. I was like, they're gonna be really good this year, and if they could find their groove, they'd pass the Padres. No one listened to me, but look who you're listening to now. The Diamondbacks are now 11-11. The Padres are 11-12, and this was a game the Padres totally should have won. 89% win probability. It's 4-2 in the bottom of the eighth. It's perfect. Just 5 more outs to go. Runners on first and second. Don't worry about that. Eduardo Escobar, boomstick, goes yard, gives Arizona the lead, and they hold on for the win. So, absolutely terrible stuff there. The Diamondbacks have won their last 3 against the Padres. This is going to be a competitive march for that second spot in that Western division, because the second spot gets a playoff spot. The Dodgers win their 3rd straight over the Angels. They win 8-3. They used a really good 4th inning off of a Mookie Betts single and a Corey Seager 3-run home run. Broke the game open to 7-1. and they cruise on that for a win. Julio Teheran kind of got lit up in a losing effort. And finally, we have Yankees Red Sox. This one goes to the Yankees by a final score of 4-2. J.A. Happ pitched 5 2/3, only gave up 1 run. They jumped out to an early lead in the third off of a Mike Ford 2-run homer, extended their 2-0 lead to 4-1, and they kind of just cruised to the win in that one. I mean, the Red Sox pitching staff didn't even pitch that badly. It's just their bats couldn't hit. The Red Sox, they are looking like the worst team in baseball. They can't string together a good pitching performance with a good hitting performance. They just can't. I just don't know. Your play of the day are the back-to-back home runs by the White Sox. Sorry. Let me know if you'd rather have me do these videos at 6 a.m. or like 2 when school's done. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll do either. Part of me likes getting up a little bit earlier for school, so I don't want to like start school the second I wake up, because I'm gonna be like not paying attention. The fact that I'm waking up for a little bit, I like that. So, but guys, enjoy your day. I'll see you next time.